Hello, my name is Olivia. So today I'll be talking about the experiences that I got from the field trip. So we are the group of five. We went to Kids in Nature Network. Um, so at first I thought that we are gonna go to the actual organization. Turns out that we went to the cafe. I was kind of confused at first when she told us to meet at the cafe. Um, but after we had a chat, I realized that it's not actually an organization that have the building. They're just a network that consists of the main leaders, and they work online with the other organizations. And yeah, I was kind of upset at first, like, oh, I thought that I would got a chance to see the actual building, because that would be my first time going to the organization, the building that working with the public health. Um, yeah, after that, we sat down and introduced ourselves. Her name is Giselle. She's very nice. She's very kind. She's very friendly and very relaxed, which is very good for us and very easy for us to asking her questions. Like at first, I thought that the people who work in health sector, they would be very scary, because I thought it would be very strict and very hard to talk to. Like, turns out that she's so nice and kind and just happy to answer our questions. And yeah, I'm pretty glad that we had a chance to talk to her, because she's probably one of the most passionate person that I've seen in my life. Um, so everything that she said is actually from her mind. Everything that she do for this organization is actually what her passion to help the community. So we asked her about the at the beginning, like how Kids in Nature organization started. So it started from the concept of right now everyone just living in the box, which is a very great comparison. And it is true that in this generation, we all live in the box. Like we go into the house, which is the box. We go into the school, which is also the box. We go into the gym. We go in the shopping center, which is also the box. Everywhere that we go is the box, and most of every single thing that we do right now is involved with the technology, like screens. Like even right now, I have to use my phones and my laptop, and we don't have much time as the old generation that when they got their free time they would go outside and play in the sun, go climb under trees, go to the beach, touch the sea salt water. And it's completely different from this generation. That's where the ideas of Kids in Nature start from, to promote and encourage children and parents to balance between indoor and outdoor activities, and pay more attention and see the importance of the going outside and learn new things rather than go on YouTube and learn new things. Um, Also, there's one quote that she said and I really like. I think that's pretty touchy, and it is true. She said that nature is pretty much as a part of us. Our health and well-being, it depends on us. It is true that if we don't take care of nature, the nature won't take care of you. It's takes two to tangle. Um, there's one more thing that she said, and it's quite surprised me. Is that the funding? We spent quite a amount of time talking about funding. Um, so as I mentioned before, that lots of them, they are working for volunteering, and they're working for free. Um, and they only got a small amount of money from the government, which I thought that it would be the biggest funding that from the government. Turns out it's not. So And also, I learned that the people in this organization, they are like very, very passionate about their work. Like, they're willing to help the community without expecting anything in return. And they're still so happy and very enjoying the work. I also thought, and I also thought that like people would probably work because of the money, which is a very bad thinking. But um, yeah, I thought it's not as much people would think like that. Like they're actually passionate about their work, and they don't care whether they're losing the money or they would use their own hip pocket money. They're still willing to help, and that's a very kind. That's very touching me. Like maybe that's what I want to do in the future. Like that is a very kind action of them to doing it. Also, oh, there's one more thing that it's kind of surprised me about the funding, as I mentioned earlier, is that she has a completely different idea from me, that it's better to have a small budget rather than have a huge budget to run an organization. And I thought that's weird because I thought that the more funding you have, the easier and better the effectiveness of the health campaigns can be. Turns out it's not. She said that sometimes when you have a lot of funding, it's very hard to control and maintain. That's the word I want to say, like maintain and sustainability of the organization. Meanwhile, if you only have a small budget and small amount of money, you will create a plan and think it very carefully about what you're going to spend on, and you actually precisely think about the project that you're going to make. Yeah, like after we finished our interviewing, she offered us to go have a look at her workplace, which is right next to the cafe. She introduced us to her co-workers. They're all very friendly. They're I'm gonna say this again. They actually work with passion. Like every single thing that they do, every single thing that they did was just very kind, and they're just so nice. And one of her co-workers gave us a very good life lesson, I would say. She said that don't underestimate yourself, or like don't care about how other people would think about you. What I mean by it is like, because for me, if I have the idea to helping the community, I'll be like, oh, I'm still second year student. No one will listen to me. But turns out that there's someone out there that younger than me, and they speak up for themselves, and they actually helping the community, and it actually works. So it's kind of like made me think that sometimes it's not all about the experiences or the degrees that you have or how old you are. It's about the passion. If you actually have the passion to do something, just do for it. Like, just don't be scared. I keep saying the word passion, but I think it's like the big word and very meaningful. And yeah, the overall experience was great. Like this, the good thing about our team, I would say, is that because we communicate before we go there, and also according to the Carnegie Mellon University, like it is true that we work best in the partner, and we can share our experiences, we share our ideas about the interview. And next time we have to work in a group, I would say that I'll make sure that everyone have their own tasks to do while interviewing, so that way it will be easier when we finish and we look back at the note. It's like much easier to understand. Yeah, overall it was a good experience. I very enjoying it. It has changed lots of my perspective on many things. Thank you.